Welcome to Football Manager 2017, my Wigan game at the end of March 2035. This time I'm playing Brighton, who are 15th, and I'm first. It's still floating. Last time I played Brighton, apparently I lost, and if you look at the last 19 matches between these two clubs, 1 win for Wigan, 7 draws and 12 losses. That's not a good rate. And between when I ended the last match, most of the rest of the teams in this division played. So I've now got only a 1-point lead over Southampton. And they are playing Oxford. And even Villa are catching up. They're now only 8 points behind me. And Barnsley and Fulham and Middlesbrough are kind of scrapping out for the last, those three are scrapping out for the last 2 playoff spots at the moment. But I've got Brighton at home, followed by Fulham. That should be a challenge. Birmingham, who are mid-table. Sheffield Wednesday, who are currently 8th. Chesterfield, who are 19th. Leeds, who are 18th. Villa, who are 3rd. Followed by Crawley, who I believe, still by far and away bottom. And with 7 games to go, that's 21 points. Well, technically they can avoid relegation at the moment. But in a couple of games' time, I'm pretty sure that won't be the case. Anyway, right. Heaton's 1 yellow card away. Chamberlain had a fitness test and was told to be limited to 60 minutes, so he can come on the second half. And Perez was limited to 20 minutes, so he's not going to play. And as Byrne got himself sent off, he's not even going to be on the bench. And it might be a while before he gets back on the bench. But as you can see from this side, apart from my goalkeepers who are, this one played 14, that one played 10, this one's currently played 16. And Di Thomas, who's not particularly a regular player, most of my team have been in the side for most of the season. Chamberlain's a regular striker. And where's Perez? He's a regular defender. So it's been a pretty consistent team most of the year, which I do think helps. And after last week's wonderful 1-1 draw, or not last week's, it was literally 2 days ago in the game. Stroth. That was a useless tunnel interview, asking a load of... That's one thing about this game they really need to do, is improve the press and the tunnel interviews to give it a lot more variety. I know that the usual tunnel interviews and stuff are not normally that varied in real life, but you don't normally have to sit through so many of them in such a short period of time in real life. You might sit through 1 or 2 a week. But if you play half a dozen games of this in the same day, you're faced with the same questions over and over and over, and it becomes rather irritating. So they need to do a lot better with that. There again, my biggest bugbear is still, get out of the damn way, referee. And there's lots of little things you can improve with this game, but that's the one that's going to bug me for the longest period of time. Oh, nice goal by Jamie Slaughter. Yeah, I was just muttering and just having a usual moan about something, and we put ourselves in a great position to score against a man in pink. Oh, seriously, guys? Heaton, why did you blast that ball back at Obi when a nice gentle pass would have been so much better? Oh, Annoyed. Yes, I'm still finding that annoying. So annoying, I'm even going to skip the replay. Although apparently Oxford are beating Southampton. Yes, Heaton, you better do something to redeem yourself, and pretty darn fast, otherwise your career could come to a very sharp end after this game. Once again, nobody giving my player an option. Oh, good ball, Slaughter. And a great finish, Turner. 20th goal of the season. And now he's running around doing a Nazi salute. Yes, he starts by... Yeah, he's not going to show you the whole thing to the point he did the Nazi salute. Oh, off the post. If that had gone in, Heaton, that might have gone some way to redeeming you. However, off the post doesn't actually redeem you. It does show you're the better free kick taker, or best free kick taker I've apparently got in my squad and have had all season and all of last year. Because at least you get the ball over the wall and frequently on target. However, that's not enough to make up for the stupid pass that put Obi in trouble, and then this stupid foul that gave them the penalty. But Dean Turner is making this game safer. Yes, that was Obi to Slaughter to Turner. Heaton, you weren't part of that, so you need to work harder. Yes, I'm building myself up to hold a grudge against Mark Heaton. Whoa. I was thinking, Handing went past two of my players rather well there, then Harwood came back and redeemed the situation. Nicely done, Wedderburn. Nice tackle. Oh, unlucky Slaughter. You almost had a decent shot on goal there. Well, apart from the stupid penalty we gave away and the bad back pass just before that. Okay, and apparently one of their players fell over. They really haven't done anything to actually put me under pressure. In fact, right to this moment, I'd say I dominated the first half. However, this... Okay, we got away with that one. Whoa, that was a good shot. Look at end-to-end stuff happening at the moment. Oh good, their corners were as good as mine. Like that, 3 shots all on target. Alrighty. No, I'm going to keep the same team out there. Try and motivate them. But why change success? Or what passes for success is on a Wigan side? Oh yes, I can't remember if I mentioned it at the start. In the last episode I mentioned that I'd been offered a job interview by BMG or Borussia Mönchengladbach, and I attended it. Well, I was offered a talk to help me decide to stay at Wigan by the board, so I declined that, because if you accept the talks, then it cancels all current job opportunities. So whilst I may not get offered the BMG job, I want the opportunity for them to decide, and then for me to have the opportunity to decide whether or not to take it. Whereas I don't think there's anything Wigan can actually offer me that would make this job any more interesting. It's interesting enough as it is. And the chance to take them up to the Premier League is fun enough, especially working under the constraints of the budget and the players I can attract. So even if BMG actually offer me the job, I may turn it down anyway. So having talks with Wigan to try and help persuade me to turn it down, well, what can they offer me? They can't really up the transfer budget, because I know what the budget is actually like. And a great goal by Turner there, great moves between the players. They can't up the transfer budget, they can't really up the wage budget. I'm losing the money every month. I'm performing miracles with the situation I'm in, at least as far as I'm concerned. Let's take you off. Let's put Brewster there. Let's take, no, I'm not taking Turner off, I'm not taking Slaughter. Let's take Wedderburn off and put Chamberlain on. No, let's take Heaton off and put McGlade on, or we'll take the risk of us sending off for an injury. Oh, Villa are drawing with Derby, and Derby have just been through a takeover, and have since their takeover seem to be putting together a decent string of results. The Southampton result is going, but I'll find out in a second. And I'm absolutely delighted by you guys. So Southampton lost to Oxford. Oh good, I've got a 4-point gap again. And Villa must have drawn, because I've got a 10-point gap over them and a game in hand. That's useful. And I've got about an 8-day gap before the next game. Oh, I've secured a playoff spot. I wasn't even thinking about the playoff spots. Yes, it was a wonderful victory. And there are a load of match reports, because I am scouting a load of people on my shortlist for full knowledge. Because I want to know about them for next season. So, hence every time any of the people I'm scouting, which is, well, actually, I'll show it. My shortlist is currently this long, however many players that is, 41 players. And I've told it to get me full knowledge of all of them, which means they're all being scouted. And as well as, if you look at the number of players I've actually got on the scouted list, 364 who are English and under the age of 23. If I take the ones who are 724, 995 players I'm actually looking at in various stages. Why isn't this guy on my shortlist? Oh, because he's a Newcastle player and he's a striker, and I'm really not looking for strikers. Though I am interested in this guy. I don't know why he's not on my shortlist. Probably because his contract's not due to expire this year. No, it's due to expire next year. There's a lot of people I added to my shortlist recently, like Matt Daniels, whose contract is due to expire at the end of this season. And even though he's down as a striker, he can also play in the attacking midfield role, which, while he may not be great at it, he does do the shadow striker role, which is what I predominantly use, rather effectively, and he could improve. Hence the reason he's being scouted. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I've got a few days while international matches go on, but then I've got a Fulham game while a couple of my players are out. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the road.